We were texting a girl who's living in Washington, D.C., perhaps Northeast or Anacostia area, and she was going through a crisis and having suicidal thoughts. And when we were exploring that with her, she said, the reason for having those thoughts, she said, I'm poor and I'm Black and no one cares about poor Black people. And that was the driving thought behind her wanting to hurt herself. MindRight's whole mission is to advance health equity by making mental health care radically accessible and inclusive of communities of color and low-income families. Literally, like when you're living in poverty and you're exposed to food deserts and community violence, all that stuff, like it's survival. Like you don't have the luxury of getting to a point where you're thinking about like self-actualization. Like what is that? When I was going through some of my personal, most difficult mental health challenges with depression, when I was working in education here at a high school in Newark, New Jersey, the people who helped me the most to heal and recover from that experience were my students.
Yeah.
And they're the same students that society will tell you will end up in prison, will have, you know, all these horrible outcomes, just negative narratives. And they saved me to an extent in that period of my life. And so I feel an obligation to move past that forward to other people. We need to take a step back from the current system and actually allow for a redefining of what healing means, especially for people of color.